Hi there, Joka here from A Pocket Full of Happiness, and in this video I'm going to focus on the new Egg Bunny die set, which is these 4 pieces. It's a really small die set. And then there's the German Frohe Ostern and this Disco Solid Alpha set. So these are all the pieces in the Egg Bunny die set. As you can see, there is about 2 egg shapes. One is just a simple egg, the other one has the bunny face on it, and I am placing those tiny little pieces back in the bunny's face, but actually only the eye, because I am using a purple for the background. So basically the purple shines through or peeks through the nose, so I'm not bothered by filling that in. So the idea here was that I'm creating a bunch of these bunnies, and all of them have a different background color, and the same color is in their ears. That will be for the other card, because I'm creating 2 cards, and for one of them I'm using those bunnies, and then for the other one I'm creating just that one bunny. And then if you see here, there's also a piece that is in the die set that can be used as the tail. So in that case you see the bunny from the back, and for that bunny I actually used 2 of the same ears, because if you look at the white bunny, you will see that one of the ears is different than the other one. Now you will see it when I lift it up. So yeah, I try to create 2 different versions so that you see what the small pieces are for. And now I am trying to add some texture, because I don't know, I kind of felt like it was boring just on its own, but then I realized that I did the stripes the other way around than I wanted. So I'm redoing them on the other side using this scoring thing. And as far as I remember, I'm gonna mess this up, so I'm gonna cover those stripe up in the end. So that was useful because I think I'm gonna tear the paper or something. Well, we will see in a minute. Okay, so here are my bunnies. As you can see, I kind of wanted to create an ombre effect, so it goes from pink to darker shades of pink, and then at the end you have kind of like a magenta, fuchsia, purplish kind of color. And normally I just eyeball things like this, and you know, there's the stripes there, so basically I should see what I'm doing, right? But I was looking at bottom and top. You see, this is what I did. I then pulled it off because it was a bit different than the others, because I was looking at the bottom of the egg and the top of the ears, even though, I don't know, I just forgot that the ears might not be the same height at all, you know, depending on where I actually glued them. I forgot about that. So the bunnies didn't end up in the same position, but I'm pretty sure I could have left them that way, but I don't know. I'm just a bit too specific, I guess. Or, you know, that 4-letter word that starts with A, and I don't want to say it because it's probably considered a cuss word, but that's what I am for sure. Anyway, so because of that, I decided, well, I still didn't want to you know, waste that beautiful paper, so I'm just adding a strip of darker gray to that, which I don't know, maybe maybe it's a bit boring, isn't it? I probably should have added something colorful. Oh well. So now I am trying again my luck, and I'm eyeballing those bunnies, and now I guess I just didn't care anymore. And then the only thing I wanted to add to this card is, actually, I forgot to say, this is a normal slimline card, which is 3.5 by 8.5 inches. And I'm adding the German version of the Happy Easter sentiment, which is Frohe Ostern. And you can actually use this the way I designed it. You can use just the solid layer as well, so you will be able to tell that it's the sentiment says Frohe Ostern. But in this case, I'm just layering it behind the outline piece, so that it's easy to inlay those skinny pieces. And then I'm adding a different color to each letter, just to make the card a bit more colorful. But I mean, it's still a very conservative color scheme for my taste. And then I'm moving on to the next card, on which I wanted to use the Disco Alpha, that is also new. I probably already mentioned this a bunch of times. Again, I die cut a few layers of the heavyweight white cardstock. That was hard to say. And then I layered those letters up just to get some dimension. And here I'm bringing in the same colors that I used for the bunnies on the other card, by cutting these strips, really skinny strips for the background. But I only did like a section of the background on which I will place the bunnies for this card. Again, I'm gonna use the same amount of bunnies, but they will be a different kind of ombre. You will see that in a second. So basically, on this card, the background is colorful. On the other card, it's the bunnies, although you can barely see it, but they do have some color. So I'm using a white card base, and I trimmed off the edges of this panel just so I have a little bit of frame around it. And then my ombre here is gray, so from light gray to almost black. I think that's a graphite color from Spellbinders, or actually maybe it's basil. I cannot see if it's textured, but it's about it is textured, I think. But it's the same kind of color as the graphite from Spellbinders. And then I turned around all my bunnies except one. No, I don't know, no reason. I just wanted to show you that you can create two different versions of the bunny. And then my letters are colorful again. And because these letters are pretty big, Happy Easter did not fit, obviously. So I just went with Easter. I hope it makes sense still. I guess you could, if your handwriting is great, you could just write happy somewhere. I did not bother. So these are the two cards. I hope I could give you some ideas. I hope you like this super simple set. And I hope you check out the other videos on the channel today as well. Thank you very much for being here, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.